Welcome back to the playlist of Canvas placement preparation. Here I'm going to discuss important question for the Canvas Drive Open Text company. This session will be useful those who are preparing for similar kind of placement drive for the forthcoming companies in your particular campus. So we'll be discussing about most important questions which is applicable to Open Text company. So we already given how to prepare the what is the preparation strategy for Open Text. Now let us see the important questions where you can expect for the placement drive. The first question, let me tell you, write a program to count the number of one's complement in the binary. So what you can do is you can use bit manipulation. Okay. Second one is given two numbers A and B, return the count of sets bit in A star B. So what you can do is first you have to multiply, later you convert into binary code, afterwards counting the bit. This is a basic logic. You can elaborate this particular logic. Moving on to the third question, reverse the string without using the built-in reverse function. So what you can do is you can go for the slicing. Slicing is one of the method, okay, which you might have studied how to use the slicing in Python. Please refer the like a video. I have done the so many tutorial on Python. You can check out. Slicing is one of the important method. Second one, check if a string is palindrome or not. Compare the string with compare the string with its reverse. Okay, comparing the letters. Then find the second largest number of an array. So what you can do is you have to perform the sorting operation. Later on, you have to go for like a pick and sort. So that is actually the basic operation. You have to elaborate it detail. This is only the logic for your reference. Okay. So what you can do is you have to elaborate it. Now, what you can do, let us move on other questions. Remove duplicates from an array. One array, you are given with one array, you need to do like remove the duplicate, multiple entries, replication, you have to remove. Use set Python or hash set in Java. If you are using the Python, you can go for like a set. Okay. If you are going for Java, you have to go for like a hash set. Question number 7, find factorial of a number. Okay, so we can use the for loop. Create a for loop, can using the while loop we can make out, or you can go for like a recursion. Second one is print the Fibonacci series up to the n terms. Use the loop two variable, you can start with the Fibonacci series 0 1, then 0 plus 1 2, 1 plus 1 plus 2 3, like that. Then second one is find the GCD of two numbers. You can go for like a Euclid's algorithm. Please get the more details about the Euclid algorithm. Question number 10, find the missing number in array of 1 to n. So use the formula n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, so that you can make out. Coming to like object-oriented programming concept. So explain OOPS concept with example. You have to explain about like a class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, etc. Then you have to go for like another question, difference between overloading and overriding. Overloading is nothing but same function name. For example, print. Similarly, like LEN can be used for like a computation of the total length of a given you can apply for like any type of data type for LEN. String as well as integer, I can use it for LEN. That is called overloading, function overloading. Different parameters. Okay, you have to take care of different power. Overriding is nothing but child class modify its parents method. That is called overriding. So what is constructor? A special method that initialize the object. That is called a constructor. You may get the similar kind of objective questions in your examination also. Then what is the difference between abstract class and inference? Abstract class is nothing but which can have a concrete and abstract methods, where inference includes only the abstract. Okay. Then question number 15, what is static keyword used for? For variable or the method that belongs to a class, not for the object. That's called a static keyword. It's applicable only for the class. So these fundamentals you should understand. Section 3, data structure and algorithm. You may get similar kind of questions for your examination, online test or interview. Difference between stack and queue. Stack is nothing but LIFO. It follow LIFO. Okay, last in first out. Q stand for first in first out. That rule you have to speak up. What is last in first out and first in first out? What is linked list and its advantage? Linked list is nothing but it's a dynamic memory, easier to insert and delete. But it is bit slower. That's a drawback. Then next one is actually what is the hash map? Key value pair storage. That is called a hash map. Example is O1. Okay. Then that means average search. What is recursion? Give an example. Like function calling the same function. That is called a recursion. For example, you might have studied the program on factorial, Fibonacci series, etc. These are the example. Second one is what is the time complexity of binary search? You can use this for particular function. Okay. Coming to DBMS and structured query language. Second one is difference between primary key and foreign key. Try to remember these fundamentals. If you are not familiar about DBMS and SQL, no problem. At least you need to focus on these questions. Primary key is nothing but unique identifier in a table. Foreign key is nothing but references primary key of another table. So kindly remember these keywords. That is enough. Write SQL query to fetch the second highest salary. So you can use this particular logic to compute the particular or given the specific program like a select max from employees where salary. This simple code you have to remember, this simple logic. Difference between like inner join and outer join. Inner join is nothing but common rows only. Outer join includes unmatched rows. What is normalization? Process of reducing the redundancy and dependency in database is known as normalization. Remember this word. Give an example also. What is ACID properties in DBMS? Automicity, consistency, isolation, durability. These are the single one word answer type question you may get in interview. On short you will get it because directly they are going to test your basic knowledge. Operating system. So there are few questions from the operating system. Difference between process and thread. Process is independent where thread is lightweight, runs inside the process. What is deadlock? Situation where two processes wait indefinitely for each other's resources is known as a deadlock. Remember these technical terms. That is only important for non-CS branch. For CS branch, they will be asking in depth, but non-CS branch, they will be asking only the outer covering or outer layer. In just like an overview type, you can refer and find it out. Scheduling algorithm in OS. What is scheduling algorithm? So this is actually called a scheduling algorithm. Then difference between multitasking and a multi-threading. Multitasking is nothing but multiple process. Multi-threading is nothing but multiple thread with a process. So try to remember these keywords. Okay. So other one is then software engineering and testing. What is SDLC? Software development life cycle. That is called SDLC. What are the major elements? Requirement, design, deployment, testing, deployment, development, then deployment, maintenance. Okay, you remember the sequence: requirement, finding out the requirement, going for the design, the development, testing, deployment, ultimately maintenance. Difference between functional and a non-functional testing. And the functional testing is actually features work as expected, where non-functional will be depending on the performance, scalability, security. Request you to remember this keyword. Okay, that is more than sufficient for non-CS. CS, you have to go in depth. What is agile methodology? Iterative development process with sprints, daily stand, UPS, then and continuous delivery, daily stand-ups. Okay. What is black box versus white box testing? Black box testing is nothing but test without code knowledge. White box testing is test with the code knowledge. Remember this keyword, which is very simple. Difference between black box and white box testing. You may get a single word answer in objective type question also. So if you plan well, only study the keyword, that is more than sufficient for clearing the interview. So regarding the HR interview, you can expect tell me something about yourself. You try to include these points in your self-introduction part. Try to include why you are going to join in OpenText at the last. Why OpenText? It's OpenText is a leader in information management and AI-powered cloud like a solution. Global and you global they have global exposure and a great learning environment. So definitely, if I join in company, I'll be getting a global exposure as well as a great learning environment. What are the strength and weakness? Strength is actually problem solving, teamwork. Like weakness, over analyzing and improving. That is actually one of the strength which you will be telling that that is a weakness. Correct. Likewise, you have to explain. What do you see yourself after 5 years? You have to explain about your short-term and long-term goals as a skilled software engineer contributing to OpenText projects, because you need to convey that you will be staying very long period, because every organization the employee has to continue serve more years and they have to serve more years. Would you like to relocate? Of course, that you have to say yes only, because it's a multinational company. Describe the project that you worked on, like a problem, finding out the solution, tools, and the outcome format. You have to explain in this particular way. Okay, now say quick flash notes, DSA focus, array, string, hashing, sorting, binary search. Try to remember these things. Coding, practice 5 to 10 hacker rank medium problem. You have to sign up hacker rank and try to solve 5 to 6 medium level problem only. Object-oriented programming basics you have to study. 4 pillars: inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, etc. DBMS, you have to go for like keys, joins, normalization, etc. Even I have given so many examples and so many keywords. Operating system, what is deadlock, what is scheduling, threads, etc. Then testing, basics of SDLC, that cycle you have to remember. What is agile? Then what is the difference between black and white box? These are the most commonly asked questions. That's what I am focusing more. HR round also you have to focus at last. Okay. Anyway, if you prepare well, definitely you can clear the aptitude test. Okay. Try to solve more problems and at least one code you have to practice, like one object-oriented programming and one DBMS program, then one operating system and one testing program and 2 HR type questions. So that is more than sufficient to crack open text interview. And your continuous preparation also matters. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video. And I wish you all the very best for your interview. Do well, try your level best. Happy learning. Have a great day.